An absolute showstopper. This is one that just takes your breath away, and really, you have to understand this issue to understand how important and impressive this example is. Oscar Robertson, he's got to be on a top 10 vintage list. I don't know how many figures are more loved and important, in that vintage space, and certainly from 61 Fleer alongside Chamberlain and Jerry West. Those are the premier rookies from the issue. Those who study this issue, though, know, for better or for worse, you cannot find this card centered. You cannot find it in high grade. This is off the charts. This is the best copy we've seen, grade for grade, in our history. It's just stunning. Dead centered, beautifully printed. This card just does not come looking like this really ever. And it's just a freak of nature. I don't know how to put it in words. It's a one-off. It's a recipient of our superior designation. We can't understate, or I should, I guess, overstate the rarity of a card like this and this sort of eye appeal. There's certain moments when we get a chance to sell a card that it's hard to let it go. We don't own anything we sell, but it's like you kind of start to covet something. This is one of those cards. I would go as far to say anyone who owns this card will have one of the absolute finest copies, bar none. I don't care about the grades. Stack this thing up to any of the 9s that exist. I think that most people in a blind test would pick this card. And again, maybe the prettiest Oscar Robertson in the world. So forget the typical price tag. I just think this one is worthy of a higher grade. Nobody would question it had it graded a 9. The reasoning for an 8 is just these microscopic little bits of wear, perhaps the extreme tips, a couple corners here and there, but man, it's just a special piece. So delighted to be able to present it. Don't blink. They don't get any better.